mentioned, women are going to save democracy in the United States for sure, but definitely globally as well.
We often say,
I think that's definitely true for Taiwan.
Yes.
Last year, we see President Tsai, and now we have the Vice President.
That's right. And two very strong, powerful, smart, competent women.
And there are anticipation in the state.
So I think that strengthens the relationship and really sends a message about women's political participation. And not just as voters, but also at the table, leading discussions in defense, in economic opportunity, in trade, in workers' rights, all those areas.
yeah, and I think when you talk about the care economy, elder care, child care, these kinds of issues, when women get together, this is an important issue that's prioritized to help move women forward, both in our country, Taiwan, and other countries. So I think issues like that, we come together, understand each other, understand what our experiences have been, and will legislate accordingly.
As Vice President was here leading the way to really set the stage, the only way we are truly going to be able to prevent any kind of aggressive action is if we continue to build upon those trilateral conversations, whether it be with Korea and Japan, whether it be with the Philippines and Japan, and quite frankly our AUKUS community as well. And so, that was a lot of our conversation. The fact that we are very optimistic and hopeful that the future leadership of our country will be able to build and continue on what has been extremely good work in the Indo-Pacific to make sure that should the PRC try anything, it needs to know while Taiwan will stand up and defend itself, you're not alone.
Yeah, and I think this
Harris administration will be a continuation of the good work that has been built. In Asia, as we know, it is much about relationships. It's understanding the shared past that we've had together, and those are struggles and challenges as well as opportunities that we have been through. And so she will bring to the table, more than anyone else, a pre-existing relationship, an understanding, a connection that we quite frankly are going to need. This is the Pacific century we are in.
With people that we don't consider to be our friends, I can tell you that even if she hadn't visited with that many heads of states or been to that many countries, that she understands who our friends are. And that matters. And so, as Jill said a little bit earlier, relationships matter. And we know that this administration has invested a lot in making sure that they were building strong relationships. A lot of it seemed like they were rebuilding relationships because the previous administration had caused a strain. And so I think for the good of the world, it's going to make sense that Vice President Kamala Harris becomes President Kamala Harris.
Yeah,